Hi, I'm Elise Elliott, and today we're going to be doing a small fire that's going to last at least 10 minutes long for Unit 2 of our Forest School course on lighting and managing fires. I'll later also upload a video on how to safely extinguish a fire with respect to your natural environment and considering the safety of what's around you. So today we've got a pre-made fire pit, one that we made in an earlier video. We've got our fire safety gloves, our fire blanket and a burned first aid kit. We've got 1 bucket of water, some prepared kindling, little finger sticks moving up to thumb sticks and slightly bigger, and then we've got a bit more substantial wood there. I've also got my backup crate of more kindling there. Our seating area over there, which is about 1.2 metres away. You might also want to consider disabled participants who might be participating. Maybe the seating area might have to be a bit further back to allow them to move around the fire. We've gone over our respect position, and what we want to emphasise in Forest School is participation. They are participants. The key of it is to participate to help build their self-esteem, their confidence and their skills in order to be able to safely light fires and pass those skills on to other members of their community, and one day to be able to conduct a fire themselves and to have a sense of achievement and accomplishment which you get when you enable and empower yourself to do those things. So that's one of the main things we want to do here, as well as keep people safe in the process, but not eradicating risk, managing risk. So that's why we have our fire safety gloves, first aid kit and our fire blanket. So before we do these fires with our participants, especially if they're young, we want to be able to gauge their ability, their temperament, their skills, their understanding. So we do a 6-week base observation where we individually note and work with each participant to then be able to cater to their individual development. So that might mean that they can get cracking straight away and help with starting the fire lighting. That might mean that some other participants might have to take a bit more of a laid back approach and maybe they'll only be able to place some of the little sticks onto the fire. They might be able to fetch the firewood. There's all sorts of tasks that can be split up so that we can set realistic goals where each student is involved and feels a sense of achievement without feeling that the goal is too far ahead and they get let down. So let's begin. So got our fire lighter here and a cotton wool. I'm just going to go and turn off my phone 1 minute. Priorities. I have 2 children, so I have to ensure that they are safe before I can conduct this video. All is well. So today I have a cotton ball, which is really easy for beginners who are starting to use the Dragon Sneeze Fire Flash bought from Tom Gerard on the Forest School, from the Forest School shop. You can find that online. Which is a really reliable tool. As we said before, if it gets wet, you can wipe it down. You know, it's not going to run out of gas, and it's it's made of more natural materials than some of the materials used to produce lighters. So we're going to start off with this, and we're going to build our fire triangle before we light the fire, just a little bit to help get a head start, but we don't want to smother the fire. If you don't have access to this, or if you don't want to use this because you know it's not probably that great either for the environment, you can use things like pine cones and bark. Usually silver birch is a great fire starter, and some very small sticks, dry sticks. So let's go. Just want to make sure you can see everything. Okay, so you can see that, that's great. So I've just got a little bit of small sticks here. Just going to break it up a bit. You want to keep your fire triangle in mind. Okay, so you use your striker, you use the kind of serrated bit at the end. This has also got a ruler on it. Apparently I was told it was just because it's just helpful to have a ruler sometimes, not because you need to measure anything in this instance. So you just take a good thin stripe down. Might take a few times. Okay, I did this the first time earlier and I got it straight away, so let's go on going. Okay. Okay, it's burning. So now you want to carry on adding these small sticks. You want to keep it in the centre. Okay, so after a bit of a rocky start, we're off. And I'm just gradually building the fire with some thicker sticks. As the fire gets hotter, you might want to use your fire glove. This is the point where you don't want to leave the fire because you want to get it hot enough to produce some really hot embers. But you don't want to smother the fire as well, so you can be a bit too eager with this. You have to get a good balance. So at this point then I might ask the participants to come and help put a bit more wood on the fire in the respect position. Also another thing, you don't want to use more resources than you need. If you're only going to be here at a short time and you're just trying to get warm, then you don't want to add too much wood onto the fire and use unnecessary resources. Already I can see some of the thinner sticks, some white hot. So you can set that for a minute. Now I'm gone from very little sticks, little finger sticks, now I'm moving on to slightly thicker sticks, or thumb sticks, they're called. Sometimes it's good just to pause to watch the fire because it's burning quite nicely now. If you see any of these sticks at this edges, you can just move them in. Obviously you don't want to leave the fire unattended either if you're leaving very young participants around that. I get too excited by the fire. Also another thing I forgot to mention, you want to make sure you're not really wearing any loose clothing and your hair's tied back if you have long hair. Also, you want to make sure you're not wearing any moisturisers or emollients that contain flammable substances like paraffin. Certain people with skin disorders such as eczema tend to be prescribed those types of emollients, so it's just something to be aware of. Now I'm going to add some thicker sticks because it's starting to kind of cool down a bit. quite a lot of white embers. You may want to introduce thicker woods, but for thicker wood, for the purposes of our fire today, we won't be doing it because we only want our fire to last about 10 to 15 minutes. So just a little bit bigger than thumbsticks, that's fine. Other seating options around the fire, if I didn't have that path there and was growing things, then you might have a log there, a log a metre far back there, like a big square, and you'd have entrances, so if you're stepping over the seating area where you could possibly trip and fall into the fire, I would encourage there to be an entrance point, an exit point, and a direction around the fire. And the children can all make up these rules for the other participants, and if they are seen to make up the rules and get involved, they're more likely to follow them. People tend to prefer to be autonomous, even as children, and have power over themselves rather than power over them, especially when they don't understand why those rules are in place. So creating those rules can also help the participants to understand why they are in place and to get them to think for themselves, which will make them more able to be people when they go out into the world and to speak. Not that we want a world like that, but just in case, good to know. Especially if you ever find yourself in a surviving situation. I'm just going to let the fire naturally die down now, rather than add more wood and just on the fire for 10 minutes. See how long that is? 22 minutes. So that's hopefully that went really quick. So stay tuned for part 2. We're showing you how to do an Indian style fire and how to extinguish your fire. So that was Unit 2 of how to safely manage a fire. I was Elise Elliott, and I hope that was helpful.